How how is everyone? I've been better, I'll not lie. Just want to give you a little update because I've been missing. Yes. So I know I'm a little bit shallow of breath. That's the way it is at the minute. It's just anyway, my name's Tony Smith. Let me tell you a little story. So, hello everyone, welcome. So it's been about, well, it was the 15th of August. I went in for surgery. I now have no bladder, no prostate, no glands, and I have a stoma bag. And that's quite bizarre, to be honest. And my voice has gone a little bit as well, but that'll all come back. It's just I'm in recovery mode there now, and didn't expect it to be like this, mate. I'll be totally honest. I didn't think recovery. I went in thinking 2 days, took all my iPads and everything like that, and I thought 2 days of kind of, coming through from an operation, and then just gradually, chilling out and relax. Oh man, not at all. And honestly, no energy. Because I was thinking in hospital, because I've been rushed back in, but I get all of that. I thought, one of the videos I was thinking, I'll have a slow walk up the allotment and we'll do a video. Whew, man, I can get from the settee to outside at a slow pace. And don't get wrong, mind you, every day it's getting better. It's getting better, which is, don't get wrong, I'm sore as well. So, as you know, cancer of the bladder. So this is what I've eventually had. I've always had I would say a weak bladder where I'm always going to the toilet. Apparently, it was a bit of a weak bladder. There was it popped a hernia on my bladder, and the hernia caught the cancer. So, and this bladder cancer is a nasty little thing. Do you mean? But it was the surgeon says T1 in cancers, and it goes up to T4. So his best option was get in straight away, just clear it all out before it gets a chance to, because once it gets in there, and he actually said that he had a couple of words with his colleagues, do we just take off, because it's radical, this, do you know what I mean? You got a bag there for life. Does he just take it all off, or does he try and, save the bladder? And both his friend surgeons said, not good results, just taking the certain affected area off. So, done by a robot. I was upside down. I think he actually, because I love science fiction, he says, Tony, come here. This is because you go into one room to get knocked out, and then you go into another room. And I was in this room, and he says, do you want to have a look at it? So I kind of jumps up off the bed. I'm all buzzing still. You know what I mean? I'm thinking it was going to be a walk in the park. And there, this kind of claw-looking thing's hanging, and then there's two consoles where they're just focused. And apparently, anywhere in the world, someone can kind of log in and kind of, adjust it and do settings on it and move it and maneuver it. But yeah, so I went down. I think I remember coming back into the ward. I don't know what time I woke up, but I remember it being about 5 o'clock, and oh God, well, to be honest, the first 2 days were all right, you know what I mean? I might have still been on aesthetic, what do you call it, and kind of knocked you out. I was heavy on painkillers. But then, and every nurse said, you peak and then you dip. And oh man, did I dip. Horrible. Because you had a canyon there, I had something in there, I had the oxygen in there, and I had this tube down my nose. Because your stomach, after the operation, because they fill you full of gas so they can kind of see around, they can see what's going on. Well, your stomach just kind of goes, I mean, you see my stomach anyways, you know what I mean? It was just it was like an island, you know what I mean? But it was the pain. And I was kind of, I misunderstood because I knew all this would happen, you know, because I got like prepped off the surgery, you know, a week before, you know, this will happen, this might happen. And if this, excuse me, if I didn't fart, because your bowels go to sleep. Once they've been messing around, the bowels shut down. That's it. Hey, we're out of here, you know. And all urologist doctors said the happiest sound we can hear is someone farting. Right? Well, it just didn't. You know, trust me, it didn't happen. So my stomach was just like going bigger and bigger, and then you know you can't. And I was on nil. I didn't eat nil by mouth for 4 days. And all I could dream about was iced water. You know what I mean? I don't know if I was really hallucinating or not. So they said, what you do in that circumstance, you put like this pipe down into your stomach, and it's, you know, and I honestly thought you kind of lets all this gas out, everything, all the pain stops, and no, it doesn't. You had to have that in for 2 days, and it just lets off a bit of pressure. There's a bag on the end of it, and excuse me, it's called the bile bag, and it just fills up with this kind of gunky shit, to be honest. So anyway, 4 days, and I was, like I say, this nose one was in for this. That was the worst part. It was in for 2 days, and then I said to him, I want that out, get it out, and then that came out, and I was able to kind of do the do the business and everything started working. So then, and I think I was in 2 days more than what he predicted. You know what I mean? He says you go in you get your operation on a Wednesday, you're out on the Monday, and I was out, I think Wednesday. I was out for 24 hours, and I was doing great, to be honest. I was doing great, but then this pain come. Man, this pain around my back kidneys just spread everywhere, pushes into the ground, and I'll be honest, I was crying to Melanie because I didn't want to go back into hospital, and she was crying. But eventually I says, Melanie, you have to take us. It was like one of those Hollywood movies where I'm in and out. You know what I mean? It's like the pain's that hard. Rush into A&E, into this kind of, and then I wakes up on another ward. And here, what I think is they've caught like an infection. I don't know if it was like a water infection or anything like that, but they kind of just doused us with painkillers, which was, you know, and put us on antibiotics, and the painkillers just took away the pain, so I was all right. So 3 more days in hospital and then sent back home. But this time when I've, like say, been sent back home, it knocked us back. Do you know what I mean? Because I was hitting the ground running the first time, where this time for 2 days I've just been like a snail, you know, and I'll be, could I have a, you know, and like I said, I think this shallow voice will go. It's there at the minute. But I've had 2 good days now of, like, you know, bigger, better, faster, stronger. So upwards and onwards. And I would love to take you up to the garden, but I just, to be honest, I cannot do anything. I cannot do a single thing. You know, I can do coffee. So if you want, buy us a coffee. Because all I can do is like make coffee and like just play little things, you know, make a coffee, weight, measure it. That's where I'm getting my entertainment at the minute. You know, I've watched enough already, daytime TV. I'm itching to get up to the garden. But it's going to be, you know, a week away at least, you know what I mean, maybe a couple. I'm going to try and get Aidan to go up, daughter's boyfriend, with a camera, and maybe we'll do a video like that. I've got another bloody e-bike which I'm going to sit here and let Aidan build it. Do you know what I mean? He's a good lad, he'll build it up. He'll have a ride of it, do you know what I mean? So I still want to do videos, and before I even went in, that was what kept us going anyways, you know. So, and I cannot thank you enough for all the comments. I cannot reply to them, but I read them. Do you know what I mean? They're just, it's heartwarming. And even like the last video I did, which was a couple of weeks ago, there's people saying, "Hey, where's Tony? Where's Tony?" So I'm still here. You know, it's a slow process. I'm playing with my coffee machine because that's all I can do. I mean, I'm looking in the greenhouse, and it's actually not the right place to bring, you know, the polytunnel's the place to bring things on. It hasn't been very successful at that. There's just like a lot of green leaves, and I cut a few things down before I left. So that's purely now an incubator greenhouse for the polytunnel next. We've had, you know, I've been, like says, coming back, the tomatoes have been lovely. Do you know what I mean? We've been having loads of these like lovely little sweet ones. Ian's been going up every other day and watering, and I'm interested to see what the video camera looks like, you know, of what's happening. Because I haven't told him to weed or anything like that. So that's going to be, I mean, I'm guessing things are really halting now. It's a bit of a chilly morning here, you know, so I'm hoping it's not like just a wilderness up there, because if it is, well, by God, everyone that said, Tone, I'll come over, I've got your number. So yes, like I say, I didn't expect it to be this hard, because didn't I go in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks before, and I had like a little knockout and a scrape, and the next day I was up and running and I was all right. And he does say like 68 to 12 weeks for full recovery. Do you know what I mean? And that never sunk in, you know, and I was thinking, well, how is that? But man, when you see us doddering around, oh man, but hopefully we're getting there, and hopefully that, I don't like to even say the word, all that's gone. I've got another appointment middle of September with a surgeon, CT scan, so hopefully, you know what I mean, and he said he took everything out, and like I say, it was a T1 cancer, so hopefully all that's behind us. Look after yourself, take good care.